Hello, everyone. Hi. Hi, Sarah.
Hello.
I'm super excited. Today, we've got Sarah Obando from Sarah Obando Web, which is being rebranded to something new, but I won't I won't spoil the surprise. But Sarah has been part of the Use Your Voice Mastermind for the past 4.5 months, and she ends this month. And I wanted to bring her on to share about her experience with the mastermind, what she's loved about it, um, what her biggest accomplishments have been, and everything else. And if you don't know Sarah, Sarah is an intuitive brand and experience designer.
Yeah,
I'm going to let you introduce yourself.
that's fine. Yes, I am an experience designer, and what that means is that I help create experiences, especially online experiences for my clients, which are mostly in the wedding and events industry. And so I help them with branding, web design, systems, anything where they come in touch with their audience, especially online. I help them make it just smooth, intuitive, and in a way that their audience will really enjoy it. So
Yeah,
that's what I do.
that's awesome. And actually, you just started doing more intuitive brand design, right?
Yes. I feel like I've been doing it in a way, but I hadn't realized that it was something that was actually like very me. And so I've been able to embrace it more and talk about it more.
Yay, that's awesome. This is great. Okay, so I have a couple questions for you. The first one is, why did you decide to join the mastermind? Because you were one of the first people, actually, I think you were the first person, or maybe the second, to confirm to join the new mastermind that we were hosting.
So I had been in the New Year's, what the retreat that you had at the beginning of the year. I don't remember how it was called.
The Raise Your Voice
Um,
retreat.
yes, that one. And I had joined that one because I had decided the word of the year for me was going to be action. And so I'm like, oh, well, that's definitely a way to like get me to actually work on things. And so I really like the idea of that retreat. And once in the retreat, I really liked um, the way you approached us, the way you taught us, and I really liked the type of people that you attracted. And so when you talked about the mastermind, I figured it would be a really good place for me to stay accountable, to stay um, with my action intention, like continue acting on the things that
Yeah.
I and I figured you would also continue be really good at attracting people that I like being with, and you proved it to be true.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, so you were in our first retreat as well, which was also like our brand new program that we launched. And then you joined the mastermind, which is also a brand new program. So thanks, Sarah, for trusting me and us with all these new things. Since being in the mastermind, what has been your biggest takeaway so far?
I think the biggest takeaway has been, hmm, there's like a lot of them. I'm not trying to see what the biggest one is, but I think it's mostly been my growth and not to be afraid of that growth, to embrace things better, to embrace myself better, and show that to my audience. Um, yeah, not to be scared of it and to just go for it if it feels right.
Yay, this is great. And I remember, well, we were just chatting before this, and I think that is a huge takeaway because I've seen, like, when we first started working together, when you're obviously introverted and quiet, and I am very extroverted, but I've definitely seen you kind of like step into your personality even more, I think. And I think I shared this with you in one of our calls where I was like, I don't know, your personality definitely shines out more in a way that doesn't like detract from who you are as a person, but we kind of get to see, oh, this is like Sarah, besides just like the regular Sarah we see online who maybe didn't share as much. So it's been really cool to see your transformation.
Thank you. It's
Um,
been very nice to embrace it.
yeah, that's good. This is kind of what we wanted. The next question I have is, um, what would you recommend to others who are interested in the mastermind?
I would recommend for them to do it, but to know that they also need to put the work in. Like, it's not just like a little fun club to make friends, even though you do make some really awesome friends.
Yeah.
But you need to be willing to actually do the homework. You need to be willing to bring questions. Like, you need to do your part, and then you'll see results. Um, there's a ton of resources in the mastermind, and I feel that I didn't like actually use them as good as I could have. um but yeah, like if you put yourself into it, you're gonna get a lot out of it.
Yeah, I agree. And this is something that a lot of the other people have said is there are a lot of resources, but it just requires you to sit down and do the work as well. And I am definitely one of those people who I don't think I nag, but I think I like to follow up with like everybody in the mastermind to make sure that whatever you posted in the group, I'm gonna be like, oh, did you do this yet? In a loving way.
No, and I think it's good because I think what a lot of us look for in a mastermind is accountability, and so you bring that to us.
That's good. Some people have told me that my accountability is more like accountable-bullying, but I think,
I don't think so.
okay, good, thank you. I don't think so either. Okay, so the next question is, what has been your biggest accomplishment since joining, personal or business, or both?
Well, there have been quite a bit just in topic with the growth. When I started the mastermind, I had goals, especially like just like long-term goals on how we wanted to grow our business. But I feel one of the reasons we had put them long term was because I was afraid that I was gonna like do them too quickly. Like, can I handle this? And suddenly, like, things changed so fast, and we decided, no, you know what, we're gonna rebrand now, and you know what, my husband's gonna join me now, and there have been just so many changes, and like I never expected that I'd find myself at the end of the mastermind, like in the middle of finishing our complete rebrand, where we're changing like our packages, we're changing our business name, and if anything, we're just making it more us. We're really showing up with the type of mission and values that we have. And so that's been the biggest accomplishment. It's been to be able to embrace this change and go with it and feel good about it, and just the amount of change that it's been, but in a good way.
Yay, that's amazing. Yeah, I remember when we first started and you had listed out goals and you were like, okay, I think it's going to happen, maybe middle of the year, which is where we are now. But when we started, you were like, okay, we're not going to start it until like later in the year. And then all of a sudden, all these things started changing. And like you were saying, you definitely embraced it. And I think what you were adding on about like just really presenting your business more as like your true values and your core values, your why. I can definitely see it because in the beginning, it's not like it wasn't like that, but I felt like it was more surface. And then now it's gotten like way more deeper and you're more open about it, which is really cool to see as well.
Yeah, well, I hadn't sat down to like review any of the things that I had established originally for my business since I had started it like 3 years ago. So I even had to be like, oh wait, what were our values again? Like, those were things that we didn't really think about very often. We were just like caught up with the daily uh keep the business alive kind of mentality. And so it was good that we started with just the whole branding part, because it helped us connect back to our original why, which was something we talked about a lot at the beginning. And I think that helped us um, see exactly what changes we wanted to do in our branding. And that just led to like all the other changes that came into the business.
I think so. And then also with your husband joining your team, I feel like now it really encompasses more of like your dynamic and your partnership and not just, you, Sarah. I won't spoil more of the rebrand, but I'm really excited to see it. Do you have anything else that you'd like to share with those watching or anybody else who could be interested? Anything like that?
See, I'll just say that the mastermind is really such a nice group. It's a small group, and well, because to say I am an introvert and I'm also a homebody, and I like networking events, but usually like I do like one a month, and that's like, and then I need like a lot of time to recharge. But the mastermind has been just really great. I love that the group and the what's the word, the dynamics between the group have been really really awesome. So I'm really glad that I joined, and
Yay.
like I
Yeah.
love being able to get to know you better and to be able to work with you, but I also love getting to know all the other ladies and create a bigger support system for myself.
Yeah, I think the group dynamic has been like a huge factor. I love bringing in like the guest experts and, keeping you all accountable and sharing what I know, but then just seeing how like the relationships that you all have. And when we do like our virtual co working or the happy hour that we had, it's just really nice to talk to you all on not a business level and just kind of know you all on a personal, you're my friend level, which is, I think, has really helped because people aren't judgmental. Everybody's super open. We're there to listen. So I agree. Well, thanks, Sarah, for sharing. And thanks, everybody else, for watching. If you are interested in the mastermind, you can fill out the application form below somewhere here, and you will be prompted to schedule an interview with me right after to see if you're a good fit. But other than that, you can check out other testimonials from other people in the mastermind and see what they've been up to as well. Thanks, Sarah, for joining and for sharing your experience
Everything.
and trusting me and the Quirky Pineapple Studio. And I'm super excited to see your rebrand.